That's where I take people in Align as a program. It's allowing you to align yourself with your own personal energetic frequency that makes you you, that allows you to really unlock your potential, your permission to be your greatest expansive self, whilst feel so grounded, so present, and so very in the moment. Hello and welcome to this episode of the renamed podcast Align with Abraham. I am putting this out there. I am excited. I am thrilled. I am bringing a whole new dimension to the podcast and what I share with the world, absolutely leading from my heart. Align with Abraham really talks to alignment in terms of energetic alignment, mindset alignment, emotional alignment, how you really feel about yourself and coming home to yourself and being all that you are in every way, shape, form or facet. It's about really tuning into yourself, your desires, your purpose, your passions, your performance on so many levels. I will be talking about high performance energetics and allowing you to really tune into yourself as to what's coming in, what pieces feel great, what pieces feel out of whack, where are you really understanding how life can get to feel so good. So I wanted to bring it to your ears, and I'm going to share the journey of Align with Abraham, with you all as we move forward together in this experience. So for those of you who don't know, I've had my business for a number of years, and I've been through various reiterations of the name of my business. It has been something that I have moved through as I have grown and changed and expanded my energy and my mindset and my performance. I've felt out of sync with what I called the business. So when I first started, it was called Suffolk Life Coaching Clinic. I had it like that for a little while. Then I was like, no, I'm going to go global. Let's call it Charlotte Carter Coaching. So I used my name, and that's how I was really quite successful in that space. It felt really good at that time. It felt like I was owning it. I felt like I was really coming alive. And then I outgrew that. I was like, no, I'm here for way bigger than just me. This is a global impact. This is a real space and a place to share. So it's way bigger than just me. And Charlotte Carter Coaching is definitely something that is in the back burner, something that some people come to me for high performance coaching and mentorship. So it's not that kind of like went totally by the wayside. It moved into high performance activator because I was like, oh, okay, I'm moving into high performance much more. I'm holding that space. I'm holding my own in that space. So let's call the company that. And it stayed with that for quite a while, but it always felt off. I have navigated that and I got to this great place. The business is called I Dare to Leap. You'll all be really pleased to know that I Dare to Leap is here to stay. It absolutely feeds my soul. It feeds what I stand for, and it feeds everything that comes under the umbrella of I Dare to Leap. And I Dare to Leap stands for courage. It stands for courage partnered with commitment. It stands for really holding yourself accountable, taking personal responsibility for who you are and what you are here to do. If you only have part of that puzzle, if you only have a little bit of courage, which is great, but you're not committed to it, then you dance in and out. You do the hokey cokey, you're not quite in, you'll wait, and you'll be in what I call the high performance pause. If you have the commitment without the courage, you're all in, but you're still not quite taking the big leaps. You're all in within your comfort zone. You're all in with what feels safe and normal. You're all in with what you can see, with what other people expect, with kind of toeing the line. when you have them both and you bring this fire, this zest, this real passion, you're like, you know what, I'm going all in, and this is me showing the world myself in all of my guises, in all of my shapes and spaces and places. And that's why I always tune in. I Dare to Leap has been here to stay. It's something that I'm very, very passionate about. It's something that I stand strong in. I can shout it from the rooftops. It's absolutely my brand. So what was happening with the podcast was it was very much in that space of, do you know what? I've had Becoming Fearless, and when I set it up, and I love Becoming Fearless, and somebody asked me about it recently, actually, at an event I was at. They're like, I love that name. And I was like, yeah, it's not who I am now. And they're like, but it was a really great name. And I said, yeah, it was. I agree. And all of those episodes where I talked to people about sharing their Becoming Fearless is definitely still part of my journey. But where I'm going is way bigger than that. And I am a high performance mentor. I'm here to allow you to keep pushing through your energetic edges, to keep growing, to keep expanding in a way that feels grounded, not in a way like I'm just going to chase, anything that's there. It's got to be in your soul speaking to you. So Becoming Fearless was like, this is great. It feels really great, but I'm talking about fear all the time. It's not necessarily where I see the business going. It's not necessarily where I see the I Dare to Leap. It covered the courage part, but it wasn't necessarily the next stage. So the next reiteration of the podcast was called Embody Your Energy. And I was like, oh, we're getting closer. I work with high performers who are all in their head. They are absolutely fabulous at what they do, but this piece about dropping into their body is definitely an element of what I do in my work. I do a lot of nervous system regulation. I do a lot of breath work. I do personal training with people. So this body piece was really, really big. And I saw this connection with the high performance pause. I was like, okay, some people are still in their head, they're not in their body. Some people are all in their body, like living the dream, and they're not necessarily engaged in their head. So this connection piece was where Embody Your Energy came from. Now that lasted a couple of months until I was like, no, I'm more than that. Can you see the theme? No, I'm more than that. There is a next phase, there is a next space, there's a next iteration of me. And I then went into another level, which was only a couple of episodes, to be honest, which was Beyond Money. I was like, oh, this is what it is. They're embodying their energy. We're creating a life that's beyond money. I know that. I'm here about fulfillment. I'm here about happiness, joy, well-being, harmony, bliss, excitement, alignment. I'm here for all of those things. So I thought, beyond money, this is it. And that only lasted a couple of episodes. And then I was in a high performance pause for certain. I had 2 weeks where I couldn't record any episodes. I was like, this is not right. Everything was shifting in my life. Everything was shifting in my capabilities. And I was really, really putting my heart out there, stepping into a whole new realm of being. And what's happened over the last 12 months is my high performance has been absolutely on point. It is my life's work. It is something that I'm incredibly passionate about, and it's something that I will be sharing way more tips and hacks and ways to really harness your skill set, manage your nervous system by using some of the high performance tools that I talk about. Well-being has always been a huge part of my work. I'm a positive psychology coach. I'm trained in the science of happiness and well-being. And then the last 12 months I've gone absolutely full on in training to level 5 in a Master of Energetics. And this is where I am in a space now where every part of my soul, my cells, my purpose has come together with this beautiful blend of high performance and energetics, where I am owning and living and embodying both aspects, allowing myself to really shout from the rooftops about everything that's related to high performance. I can talk to you till the cows come home about that. I can also infuse energetics with it, which allows you to take action, to transform, and to get yourself aligned to who you really are and what you're here to do. Because that's what I've done. So I usually and quite often teach from personal experience in terms of things like what I've overcome that's I know other people go through, like people pleasing or like elements of perfectionism or the not good enough thread or some things like that in terms of the high performance thread. But also now this whole energetics piece has come in and just like blown the roof off it. So the blend is incredibly potent. And for anybody that's in this high performance pause, then you are here for a reason. You're playing small, you're resisting, you are staying in your comfort zone, you know you're here for more, all of those things, all of those phrases that you hear, but actually this is the high performance pause. I'm going to talk you through it in all of the episodes to come. And it's why I've moved myself to this whole new title of the podcast and why it is so powerful and so potent and why you're going to get the best out of both high performance and energetics if you continue listening and tune in to what I'm talking about. So let's talk about align and alignment. What I mean by that is your energetic alignment. So you being in tune with your energy, you being able to tune into your personal energetic frequency, your vibration of how you feel in any given moment and be able to have that aligned with your purpose, your passion, your performance, and your presence. There's a huge link with how I work energetically with the whole concept of time and space. And so you're able to really go, do you know what? In this life, I really want to achieve all these things, and this is the way I want to get to them. And these are the pieces that feel aligned, and these are the pieces that I've got to release. So the podcast was definitely going to have the word align in. I have a whole program called Align that you can find out more about. It's in the show notes. It's my leading program. It's where I am definitely leading the I Dare to Leap brand. And it's a magical program. It allows you to really align to your truest self and manifest all your desires in a high performance way. This is a real blend of science and spirituality, high performance energetics, so that you can really understand what's going on, get your head on board, get your nervous system on board, and then basically expand your energetic capacity and your ability to really tune into what you really desire and attract it and bring it into your world at speed. And that's what's happened with me. So when I really tuned into my energetics and really tuned into my spiritual soul, I had access to many different guides. I had access to many, many different things. I'm not going to go into all of the details because I talk about them in my programs, but ultimately I have incredible connection and have been ultimately taken over by Abraham, a consciousness that is here to allow people to manifest and flow to good. I am here to share Abraham's teachings in the work that I do with high performance energetics. So the podcast is called Align with Abraham for those very reasons. I am beyond excited. I am putting myself out there in a really, really powerful place because this feels so potent, so magical, so aligned with me as a human, as a spiritual soul, as a leader in the field. This is what it's all about. I am absolutely authentically complete. And that's where I take people in Align as a program. It's allowing you to align yourself with your own personal energetic frequency that makes you you, that allows you to really unlock your potential, your permission to be your greatest expansive self, whilst feel so grounded, so present, and so very in the moment. It is a magical, magical space, and I'm excited to allow people to experience that magic, that wisdom, that power, that presence, infused with everything that I do in the Align program. So, Align with Abraham is here. It feels as solid as I dare to leap. My husband asked me, is it here to stay? He knows me so, so well. I'm like, yeah, this one really is a whole new level. It is a whole new experience. as you keep listening, you will know why. But for this episode, I wanted to share a huge gratitude and appreciation to every single person who has listened throughout this journey, throughout the world, in all of the countries, in all of the cities, in all of the different spaces and places that I allow my energy to flow. Get ready, hold on to your hat, strap yourself in. We are now in true, full, embodied, heck yes, huge expansion and catapulting into the quantum to see where it takes us. Hold on, enjoy, and relax, and let the magic unfold.